Hello and welcome back to my channel. Since starting YouTube, I got DMs from 3 people asking how I learned to speak English fluently. They usually say that they can understand the language, but they cannot speak it. Well, guess what? I've been there. A few years ago, I had all my classes in English, but still I couldn't speak fluently and confidently. So if you have this problem, I'll be sharing 5 of my practical tips that help me improve my speaking skills significantly, so please keep watching this video. To begin with, you should understand that you have all the knowledge to speak English. If you can understand the language, then probably the vocabulary needed for you to speak it is already in your brain. So if you have been learning English for a few years now and still you don't seem to see any progress in speaking, it's just because you didn't practice it. Which brings me to my first tip, and it's the most important one: practice as often as you can. If I have to choose one tip that helped me improve my English, it will be this one. So as I said before, your brain already knows English and is probably familiar with so many words. All you need is a stressful situation to get it all out. So try to put yourself in as many stressful situations as you can. In the beginning, you will have trouble finding new words, you will mess up grammar, but over time it will get easier. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's totally normal and people won't judge you. Just imagine a foreigner coming to you and trying to speak your native language. I'm sure you're going to be very supportive. I'm always very happy to see someone learning Arabic or French. I would never make fun of them. On the contrary, I'll be very happy to help. A stressful situation will push you to make understandable sentences. For instance, if you get lost in Canada and you find no one who understands your native language, so you will be obliged to speak English, and I am sure you will get along with your vocabulary and eventually find your way home. So put yourself in a stressful situation where you have to speak English. For me, it was joining a debating club back in 2017. I remember my first debate. I couldn't even speak for 2 minutes straight, and it was an easy topic. I remember I was the first one to go and I had to state the topic and the several arguments. So I spoke for like 40 seconds and then I was like, I froze and I couldn't add anything. And it's not that I didn't have anything else to add on the topic, it's just that I didn't find a way to express it. And by that time I had taken English classes for so many years, and I had just finished my first year of master where all courses were exclusively in English. So yeah, you get the idea. I was not good at English and it was a mess. But guess what? I signed up for it, and for the whole semester I did 2 debates in English every week. It wasn't perfect, but it was so much fun and instructive. Plus I met incredible people. So find your stressful situation. It could be anything you enjoy. I have seen here in France that they have theater courses in English, and the goal is to learn English while enjoying acting. It could be improv or stand-up comedy in English, or you can start a YouTube channel or a podcast where you speak in English, and you don't even have to post these videos public. On YouTube you can make the videos unlisted and only share the link with people you know, but believe me, no one is going to watch your first videos anyway, so you might as well make them public, and maybe you meet other people that want to learn online. Another solution is to practice with the native speakers. So go on Reddit or Meetup and find an English speaker who is interested in learning your native language. That way you can teach them your language and they can practice English with you. You can do this via Zoom or Facebook, so you don't even have to live in the same city, and that way you can both benefit from the exchange and it's for free. Another thing you can do is find a customer service in English and try to call them. Those are people who are trained to be patient with customers, and you will never meet them again, so don't be stressed. Try to maintain a conversation for a few minutes. I know there is Giro and Booking, Expedia also, who have English customer service, so try to call one of them and maintain a conversation. So seize every occasion to speak in English, even if it's small. If you have a member of your family or a friend who is fluent in English, then maybe commit to speaking to them exclusively in English, and that way you will get better over time. So yeah, as they say, practice makes perfect. For instance, if you compare my English today to my first video on YouTube, then you probably see that today is way better. Well, I hope it's better. You can judge for yourself and let me know. I have recorded my first video after more than a year of not speaking English, and if I compare it to my English when I used to live in the Netherlands or in Spain, where I spoke English 70% of the time, then it was way better back then. So yeah, it's just a matter of practicing. So if you are committed and you really want to improve your speaking skills in English, then you should practice every day. My second tip is listen more than you read. Try to listen or watch videos in English more than you read, and that way you learn pronunciation. Because pronunciation in English is difficult, it is not obvious. Unlike other languages such as Spanish, where you only have to learn few rules and then you can pronounce 90% of the words. English is different. There is no general rule in pronunciation. If you take the word knee, for instance, which is spelled K-N-E-E, if you don't know the word before, then you have no way to guess that K is silent and that you only pronounce knee. So find a topic that interests you and try to listen to podcasts or watch videos about it. For me, I like to be updated about the latest international news. So I used to listen every day to the Global News podcast by the BBC World Service. BBC actually has so many good podcasts for learning English. I used to listen to 6 Minutes English as well. Each episode is 6 minutes long and it discusses a specific topic briefly. Then you have questions about this topic and at the end you review the vocabulary that you learned. And there is so much more. I will link my favorite podcast in the description box in case you're interested, or just go to wherever you listen to podcasts and look for BBC Learning English. You can also take an online course on a topic that interests you. You can listen to audiobooks, you can watch TV shows or movies with English subtitles, or you can just watch YouTube videos because you can add subtitles to those as well. My third tip is be an active listener. When you listen to something, let's say a podcast or an audiobook, you will come across phrases that you like or expression that you didn't know and that you can use in your real life. So write them down and memorize them and think of ways how you can use them in your real life. And do this as soon as you can so you won't forget. Another thing is that when you speak to someone, don't be afraid to ask them to repeat again or speak slowly. Native speakers tend to speak very quickly and use difficult words, so don't be shy or afraid to ask them to explain or to speak slowly or say things in a simpler way. My fourth tip is don't translate word for word. When you listen or you read in English, you don't have to understand every single word. That way you would lose interest. You only have to understand the general idea. And even if you want to look for the meaning of a specific word, then look for it in English. When we are at school and we are learning English, we learn that this is a pencil by translation. We don't learn the concept, we only learn the translation. While that's not the correct way of learning a language. This is not how we learned to speak our native language when we were kids. Kids learn new words through observation, association, and experience. So when you discover a new word or new concept, Google it and read about it in English. And if you are interested in a specific topic, then read and learn about it in English. And that way you don't have to translate in your head while speaking. My fifth and last tip is learn some grammar basics. I'm not gonna ask you to be obsessed with grammar and learn every grammar rule and maybe be an English teacher, because that will probably stop you from progressing, and it's also not necessary. You don't need to know the past perfect continuous tense to be fluent in English, but you need to know some grammar basics such as the simple past and the past participle of irregular verbs. Again, I recommend another BBC World Service podcast, which is 6 Minutes Grammar, where each episode you learn about a new key of grammar for 6 minutes. And finally, it's okay to make some grammar mistakes, so don't think a lot about it. It will come over time, you will get there. I still make plenty of mistakes, and whenever I'm editing my videos, I find tons of grammar mistakes, and even though I know the rules of grammar, I still make mistakes because I'm stressed or because I'm in front of the camera or I'm not focused enough. So yeah, it happens, and it should not stop you from speaking in English, and it will not stop me from making videos in English. So yeah, just learn the basics, especially the most used tenses, and that's it. Don't stress a lot about it. And even though you don't understand the tenses, you don't understand grammar, it should not stop you from practicing your English. That's all for me. I hope you enjoyed this video and you find it helpful. I have one last tip for you, which is like this video and subscribe to my channel so we can learn English together. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Question everything, do your own research, and follow your instinct. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye!